Yeah, good morning, teams. Let's start our regular session. So, we have discussed yesterday topic as well. Now, why we required software project? Okay, what is the need of software project? Software project, why we need? So you know, right? Like internet banking. Internet banking is there, right? Internet banking. Nowadays, everyone is using now Google Pay, right? Phone Pay. Okay, everyone is using nowadays, right? Then we have Flipkart. Flipkart. These are the software projects, na? These are the you are using over the internet. Why we are using this? This is making our life easier. Okay, Zomato. Okay, any Swiggy. These are the application which we are using nowadays. So basically, the thing is, this is making everyone life easier, and for making the life easier, these applications are developed, and for this we are using and we are paying some amount, right? Like, it is internet banking is there, but you have the account. Okay, some benefits is there to bank. Even Google Pay, Phone Pay, some benefit is to the company Google Pay and Phone Pay. If you are purchasing Flipkart and Amazon, they are also charging some extra amount apart from your shopping. If you are purchasing something from Zomato and Swiggy, they are also getting benefit from your shopping, right? So your life is become easier, but you are paying something, right? So to make everyone's life and to run the business, software projects are developed. Okay. Now important thing is that yesterday yesterday I showed one diagram, right, about back end, front end, right? So let me show you once again. Okay. So basically, this is your front end. This is your front end. Okay. Now this is your back end. Okay. Now this is your database, right? This is your database. What we are doing actually here? What we are doing? We are just users are there who are sending the request. Okay. They are sending the request from uh, this is your front end. Okay, this is your front end, and this is your back end. This is your back end. Okay, and this is your DB. This is your DB, right? So what we are doing? We are sending the request, right? We are sending the request, right? For example, if I will use the Flipkart.com, Flipkart.com, what will happen? This URL, what this is a user in this is UI, na? This is UI, this is front end, this is front end. When I click here mobiles, so what will happen? What will happen? Some mobile list of mobile phone will come, right? If I will select on TV and appliances. What will happen? This many this Oppo, Apple, anything when I click, some response are coming, na? Some response are coming, right? So similar way, whenever we are using one second, whenever we are giving some request to front end, so front end is going, this request is going to back end, and this back end, everything data is stored in DB. For example, this information, Apple iPhone 13 midnight 128, this is 128 GB RAM, Retina XDR display, 12 megapixel, A15. All this information, where it is stored? This information is stored in database, na, right? But just imagine this complete information where it is stored, this complete information where it is stored, this information is stored in cloud, right? Because tomorrow this is your cloud, right? For example, you are in this cloud. What you are doing? You are just deploying your application, your front end application. You are deploying in cloud. Back end you are deploying in cloud. You have database. You have configured database in cloud. So this request will come from where? This request will come from anywhere from the world. right? If you are in US, you are India, in China, right? So in that case, this request will come, and what will happen in against this? So whatever the request you have sent, for example, you clicked on iPhone, it will check for the database and it will get the information from the database. Then what will happen? The logic will be processed in backend, and then what will happen next? Backend, everything, success or failure, anything, the response will be come to whom? Response will come to user, right? So this is your request, and this will be your response. So, but coming to this completely, because see, this is URL, right? This is URL. This is a URL, right? You are using over the network. This is a web application. So web application, everything is deployed over the cloud. Maybe it may be deployed on AWS, Azure, any platform. But we are we have to try to understand how cloud is working, right? Now, next thing is that the tech stack. Now tech stack. Now tech stack. What will be the tech stack combination? It can be like Java. Okay. Let's say Angular. Either people are using Angular, React in front end. Okay. Either people are using Java. Okay. Or any database. Right. Minimum. I'm talking about minimum. With this tech stack, you are able to develop the application. Na? Okay. It can be Angular, it can be React, it can be Java, it can be Python, right? It can be Python, right? So any of the tech stack. Now Oracle, it can be any NoSQL DB like MongoDB, na, right? So it can be any combination, Angular with Java, Oracle, Angular with Java with MongoDB, React with Java with Oracle, React with Java with MongoDB, okay? React with Python with MongoDB, any combination. So application can be developed in any tech stack. This is front end, this is back end, and this is database, okay? But what are the two tech stacks required, right? Coming to this tech stack, now team, if we discuss about teams, so there is a business analysis team, right? There is a business analysis team. Business analysis team. Apart from that, there is a developer team. There is a developer team. There is a testing team. We need to understand what is the roles and responsibility of each team, right? Then only we can able to explain the thing. For example, what is the roles and responsibility of business team, right? Business analysis, what they are doing, they are responsible to get the requirement from customer, right? Tomorrow you will join any company, company, there may be, like for example, Flipkart. So there is a MBA people who are working on business side. There are technical people, okay, and those technical people convert those business requirement into technical requirement. So this is business analysis. Now those requirement will come to whom? Development team. Development team is responsible for coding, right? They will write the code, okay? Apart from that, nowadays deployment, monitoring of the logs using cloud platform. Also they have to do this thing. Apart from this, testing team. What testing team is doing? Testing team is responsible to verify project is working as per expectation or not. These are the roles and responsibility. Okay. Now, apart from this, we have DevOps, right? Our main team, DevOps team. What they are doing? They are operation team. Okay. What they are doing? Operation team. They are developing infrastructure. Infrastructure they are developing. Infrastructure setup they are doing. Right? Like what they are doing during this? They are doing all the virtual machine setup they are doing. They are configuring the database as per the requirement. All storage related stuff they are configuration they are doing. Okay, they are checking network, all networks. Okay, then backup. Okay, so backup, and apart from that, security. Even though you will start your career as a DevOps as a initial days, they won't be allowing in high level thing. There are senior people. For example, in if you are a Java developer also, as a 1 year, 2 year experience or 3 experience, they will ask you to write the code. Okay, but slowly they will involve. Once they will find you are having good hands on, then they will involve in high level activity also. And actually, That is very much important going forward, because that will help you to means make create a such impression that you are a good means good skill person, and that will also help you to get a good hike rise, okay, in a team, okay. With that knowledge only you are able to perform, right? Then this is the infrastructure setup. Then next is configuration. Configuration setup. So in configuration, what we have to do as a DevOps, as a operation in operation, what we are doing, we are doing software installation now. Software installation. For example, now you are installing Java into your laptop for practicing. Okay, you are installing any of the IDE, any database. If you see this symbol, I have installed this database in. This is one of the interface. Okay, in my laptop to perform this to perform these operations, right? But tomorrow everything will be in the cloud. So similarly, in the cloud to run this application, what is required? For example, this is my Java code, right? Today I want to run one program. So I need Java software. Then only this program will run na. So similarly, the same Java software you have to install into the server. Okay, in the cloud itself, there will be a server. There will be a server. Inside this server, you have to install all the software, right? So this is important thing. Now software installation you are doing some files copy. Okay, now next is build. So how we are doing this infrastructure setup, all this thing. So there is a tool called Terraform. Okay, with the help of Terraform, as I mentioned in our syllabus, right here, Terraform. With this tool only, we are doing this infrastructure setup. Okay. Configuration setup. How we are doing configuration setup, software installation, everything. Tomorrow you are using one server. One server you can do manually, but tomorrow there will be 100 server. How you will do automation, automatic? So using what? Which tool? Ansible. Which tool you are going to use? Ansible. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that what is the purpose of this technical terminology. Otherwise, you will get confused, right? So this is the infrastructure setup using this tool configuration, infrastructure setup using Terraform, and configuration setup using Ansible. Then next is you have to build your application. Na? You have to build your application. How you will build the application? So there are certain tools. Okay, build and deployment. How you will do? So these are the tool. Na? This is the tool Maven, right? Maven, Git, right? Then we have SonarQube, right? Then we have Nexus. Then we have Docker, and then this Kubernetes. So with the help of this, build and deployment can be done. Okay. So now GitHub, with the help of GitHub, what you are doing? You are pushing the code. Okay. Means you are creating the infrastructure, but developer will be utilizing that infrastructure. DevOps people will create the infrastructure, developer will use that infrastructure. How you will use? So there are 10 people from different corner of the world. They want to push the code into Git. So they will use Git. Okay. Then they have to build a project. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Now tomorrow, if I want to build this code, there will be 1000 line of code, 10,000 line of code. So how to build the project? They build means we are creating jar file, var file, right? Of complete project. Okay. So with the help of this Maven, we are creating this jar file and var file. Okay. Sonar is one of the important tool. Nexus. Okay. Then Docker are images. So these are the main thing which we are using in DevOps tool. So with this help of this Sonar, these are the Sonar Cube. What it will do? It will check all your code, right? Then Docker, whatever, or as I mentioned, Maven, it will create jar file, var file. Similarly, nowadays we are using Docker images. Okay, then we are deploying the code in Kubernetes, right? When I am writing K8 means Kubernetes. Okay, so these are the tools. Okay, now after everything is done, right? After everything is done, you are releasing the product into the market so that customer can use. So how will you monitor how will you monitor this? So you will monitor this using Prometheus, okay, and Grafana, okay, or ELK for log monitoring. Okay, so this is how you can understand that this complete infrastructure who is developing. DevOps guy is doing this for each operation, right? Using AWS services, okay, and this using these tools, okay. So now slowly we will deep dive into our uh, definition of DevOps, right? Let's say what is DevOps? DevOps is combination of two words, dev plus operation. Operation. Okay. Development plus operation. Right. So development. Development plus operation. So basically, we from development we use dev, and from here op. So DevOps. That's why it is just a process. It is nothing but a process. It is nothing but a process. What is this? DevOps. DevOps, it is a process. DevOps is a process, or we can say best practices. No, nobody is going to ask you the definition. Best practices. Okay. Okay. So that everything will be automated, everything will be smooth. Okay. Okay. Now what we are doing actually, we are just establishing a collaboration between development team and operation team. Okay, what development team will do? They will write, their duty is to write the code. Okay, but that complete end-to-end process, how it can be done? It can be done using this infrastructure. If you are using proper infrastructure, then only it can be possible. For example, this is your source code. Let's say you have developed code, okay, which we called source code. Okay, you have done this source code. Okay, source code you have moved where? Source code you have moved where? You have moved into the GitHub. Okay, who developed this code? This is one developer, this is another developer, this is another developer. All are sitting all different places, but where they are pushing the code? They are pushing the code into this GitHub repository. Okay. Now what will happen? There, this completely code will be moved to cloud, right? So there will be this completely. This is how operation. Here it is operation team. This is an operation team. These are dev one. Okay. This is developer two. Okay. This is developer three. Okay. Similarly, this is operation team, na. This is operation team. This is operation team one. Okay. Now let's say this is operation two. There are some more people in DevOps team. Okay. Operation team, second person. So what will happen? Only you develop the code. That's it. This will be enough, or what? You have to run this code into your local laptop, or what? No, na. You have to move to the cloud, because customer is here. Customer is here outside the world. These are the customer. You are the customer, right? Customer one, lakhs of customer are using, right? Lakhs of customer are using this application. But how this will be available? This is the line I am drawing. Right hand side, these are the customer. How they will use the application, right? So this source code will be built and deployed into the server. Okay, everything will be built and deployed. Okay, this is minimum basic thing. Okay, tomorrow I will show you some architecture, and here the application will run. Here this application using for front end and back end and database, all these thing is available, right? Then only they will send the request. Right? Then they will send the request, and then only they will get the response. Now, this is the minimum common sense. for a web application. Okay, so this completely from here to here, here to here, from moving the code from repository to build and deploy into the server. These are the tools and technology to automate the process, right? So we need to understand this basic thing. Then only we can, once we are starting feeling this thing, then only you can start a good development. Now, 1 minute, guys. Yeah. So now, yeah. So the what is the main purpose of DevOps? DevOps will simplify and automate the application build and deployment. It is a process, or you can say best practices, okay, which is used to simplify and automate and boost boost the boost the process, okay. Simplify and automate and boost the process. You can say this is what DevOps comes into the picture, okay, with without any issue, okay. So now what happened tomorrow? Now you today, right, you are using, everyone using what, WhatsApp, you are using many of the web application. If you see this earlier, 5 years ago, 5 years ago, this Flipkart was like this, look and feel, right? These new features, right? This Explore Plus, all this. Earlier, the color, the look and feel was different, but we did not observe. Why? Because they developed a new feature and they slowly release during the downtime. Okay, so automatically this will be reflected. Similarly, WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp we are using. So WhatsApp is also changing slowly, right? Because what they are doing, they understand what is the requirement of nowadays. Earlier, 5 years back, there was no emoji options in WhatsApp, but nowadays you can like, you can provide emojis, right? So these are the things they understand by understanding the market. WhatsApp team, the business team, they will understand. Nowadays, people are more feeling about security. They will add security. They will release, they develop those security and they will release the into the market. Now, Flipkart, you are doing some shopping. What will happen? You will develop some code. Sorry, they will understand what is the requirement of the people. Nowadays, they integrated with many of the deliver partner. They have integrated their web application. Okay, tomorrow one. So slowly, one by one, once you will start learning, understanding this, then it will be become easier for you to understand the process. Okay, now apart from this, yeah, now 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 slowly we will start our AWS content. Okay, this kind of thing I will take 5 minutes so that you will not get bored. Okay, and I will start the AWS. And guys, to going forward, you have to attend regularly so that you won't miss. And yeah, so what is AWS actually? AWS is Amazon Web Service. Amazon Web Services. What does this mean? Web means something over internet. Who is the company? Amazon. They are doing some services. That's why they have given this name Amazon Web Services. It is one of the it is one of the Amazon company is what? It is one of the provider of AWS cloud. Okay. Amazon is one of the provider, one of the service provider, okay, one of the service provider. So whatever we are using services, we called it as cloud computing. We will slowly understand the definition. Once you will start feeling or observing, then it will be easier for you to grasp the thing. Okay, now what happen is, Amazon company, what they are doing, providing several services like whatever required for a web application, right? Like servers. How will you create the server? For example, EC2. Let me show you. I have logged into my AWS. Okay. If you see, right, this is the when you log in, you will find this like this Amazon interface, right? So these are many services like EC2, S3, whatever recently I visited. Okay, you can search here like EC2. Okay, so everything will be coming, right? Like ECR, those services are coming. Secret Manager, KMS, right? Then S3. So these are the services. Whatever services is there, we can utilize that services. For example, if EC2, I will log in and I will click on EC2. So EC2, this is the service open. So this is how we have to use the services one by one, one by one. Okay. What are the features? What is the dashboard? What is instance, launch instance, spot, request, plans, AMIs, EBS, block store, network security, load balancing, auto scaling. Okay. So all these things we are going to cover one by one. Okay. Now, so Amazon is one of the service provider. So there are 200 plus services. How many services they are providing? There are 200 plus services provided by AWS. But how many of are important for us? AWS provide 200 plus services. 200 plus services. But all the services, do we need to learn? No need to. No need to worry. We don't need all the services. We require only 30 to 40 services to have hands-on. Okay. And whatever coming in your day-to-day project activities, once you are good with 20, 30 services, then you can learn any of the services. It is not a difficult thing. Okay. Now, so this is one of the important thing. Coming to this, I have my notes here. So instead of writing, I can utilize this, right? Right. So what is AWS? AWS is a IaaS service model. We will discuss what is IaaS model. Tomorrow we are going to discuss what is IaaS model. This is what I have to show you in tomorrow session. Like what is IaaS model? Okay, what is cloud computing? What is IaaS model? Then how we can connect to Amazon Web Services. Okay, how to create the accounts. Like okay, root account. What is root account? What is IAM account? Okay, slowly we will create an account. Like I have the account right here. I have logged in. But how to logged in? How to create an account? Right. Similarly, you have Gmail. Right. You have Gmail account. Right. Facebook account. How you have done sign up? Similarly. Okay. Coming more to this AWS. AWS is launched in which year? 2006. In the year 2006, AWS started providing the service IT infrastructure. Okay. So what they are providing? They are providing virtual machine. They are providing servers. They are providing database. They are providing storage. They are providing security. They are providing whatever analysis we need, whatever monitoring we want with help of each services. Right? For example, servers, how you are creating using EC2 service. There's a RDS service for database. Okay, then we have storage services like S3. Then we have security. Everything is provided. These are the terms. These are the terms, but fulfilled by each services. There are different services which fulfill each requirement. It is more available in 190 plus countries. Okay, we need to understand what is the region. What is the region? We will see understanding slowly. What is the region? Tomorrow session is all about AWS account creation, region. Okay, data center. What is data center? Okay, region you can consider it is a geographical location. Okay, it is a geographical location. For example, in India, we have two regions, right? Mumbai and Hyderabad, right? Similarly, in USA, there is a different region. We are going to discuss all these things in tomorrow's session. What is data center? Okay, data center is an availability zone. What is availability zone? This is our tomorrow session. Data center. Okay, what is the servers? What are servers? Okay, these are going. We are going to discuss in tomorrow session. Apart from this, how many regions total having AWS nowadays? AWS is providing 34 plus region. Okay, and more than 100 availability zone. No need to worry what is region, what is availability zone. We are going to discuss tomorrow all these things. Okay. Okay, in India we have two regions. One is Mumbai and one is Hyderabad. Okay, every region has three availability zone. Every region has three availability zone. For example, in Mumbai we have one availability zone. How we are defining, like AP South 1, AP South B, AP South 1C. So these are the availability zone in Mumbai. Okay, hope you are good, guys. You are understanding. Okay, I will slowly repeating. Why? Because so that you will initially, if you pick up the thing, then it will become easier. Okay, I am not asking you to write the notes. Why? Because it will save our time. I will just whatever notes I am typing in my day-to-day sessions, I will keep on updating everything on the website. Okay, so you have to just attend the course, and when we will start the practical, most probably I will give a small introduction about EC2 services and how to connect to the EC2 services, and then we will start the Linux command. Okay, we will start the Linux command. All the Linux command we have to practice. These are the Linux command. Okay, we will start slowly all the Linux command practicing. Okay, so to going forward tomorrow, please attend regularly and join the session on time, so that this will save over 10 minutes also. If I am late, if I am joining 2 minutes, 5 minutes late, it's fine. But if you guys attending late, then it is an impact, na? Okay. So tomorrow join on the time. I am stopping the recording. 1 minute. Yeah.